Hello students. Today we are going to learn about eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell. Okay. So what are prokaryotic cell? Unicellular organisms. Unicellular means organisms which have only one cell, single celled organisms which don't have membrane bound organelles. Okay. Membrane bound organelles means organelles are surrounded by a membrane. Okay, so in prokaryotic cell there are no membrane bound organelles like nucleus and mitochondria are referred to as prokaryotic cells. So those cells which do not have a membrane bound organelle, okay, they are called as prokaryotic. Primitive, pro word itself shows that it's something primitive. In prokaryotes, the cell membrane encloses water-soluble proteins, DNA and metabolites in the cytoplasm. So everything is scattered inside the cell. Okay, there are no special compartments. The organelles are we learned earlier that there is a compartmentalization in the cell, that is the organelle behaves as separate compartments where specific reactions are going on. But here in the prokaryotic cell, the cell membrane is one complete covering and all other things are just inside the cytoplasm, like DNA is there, which is the genetic material. Then some water soluble proteins are there. So all are scattered in the cytoplasm. They do not possess membrane bound organelles. Okay, then most prokaryotes, they are very small in size, 0.2 to 2 micrometer in size. So they are very small in size. Okay, micrometer means 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Four types of shapes can be identified in bacteria. So we have learned the shapes in bacteria: spherical, which are known as cocci, rod shaped bacilli, spiral shaped spirochete, and comma shaped, that is vibrio. Okay, Vibrio cholerae, that is cholera, which causes cholera. Okay, so these four types of bacteria are there. Now why we are talking about bacteria? Because bacteria are examples of prokaryotic cells. Okay, so we will take bacteria as an example of a prokaryotic cell. So let us study the structure of bacteria. Bacteria consist of a primitive cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton means the system that gives the firmness to the cell. So it has a primitive because it's just filled with a fluid, that provides the firmness to the cell, and a cell wall made of peptidoglycan, and there is a cell wall. So bacterial cell has a cell wall, but what is it made up of? It is made up of peptidoglycan. So when you hear the word peptide, think that it is related to protein, and glycan means it is related to carbohydrates. So it is a cell wall which is basically made up of peptides and proteins and carbohydrates. So it is a polymer of linked carbohydrates and small proteins. So it is made up of carbohydrates and proteins. Like if we think about the cell wall in plant cells, it is made up of cellulose, isn't it? But here this is made up of peptidoglycan. Cell wall provides protection to the cell, maintains the shape and prevents dehydration. So if the cell wall, it provides shape to the cell, okay, and it gives protection and also prevents dehydration. Okay, when bacteria loses water, it will die, isn't it? Like we say this in case when we put too much of salt in the pickles. So why do we put too much salt in the pickles? Because if there is bacteria in the pickle, then what will happen? It's all the water will be removed out, okay, because of exosmosis, and uh, the bacterial cells will shrink, isn't it? It will die off. So here we say cell wall provides uh, protection to the cell, maintains the shape and prevents dehydration. Some bacteria possess an outermost layer called capsule. So some bacteria have a very shiny capsule around it, which is sticky, which helps the cell to attach to surfaces. So they can attach to surfaces, then grow and multiply, isn't it? So flagella, a whip-like structure, helps to move by acting as a rotor motor. So there is a flagellum. Here you can see a bacterial flagellum is there. So it helps in the movement, locomotion. On the other hand, fimbriae, a numerous hair-like structure, also helps in attachment. So you can see here that there are many hair-like projections, okay, which help in attachment. Then bacterial cytoplasm is a gel-like substance which dissolves a variety of organic molecules together with cellular components. So the cytoplasm has dissolved components. Organic molecules are there, Okay, it is a gel-like substance. Small 70S ribosomes are present for protein synthesis. So the ribosomes, here you can see the ribosomes which are scattered inside the cytoplasm. They are of which types? 70S type. So there are two types of ribosomes, 70S and 80S. So in case of prokaryotic cell, we say it is 70S ribosome. So you will be studying it in detail, the subunits of ribosomes, when you will be studying protein synthesis. And ribosome is linked to protein synthesis. Genomic DNA is found in a region called nucleoid. So there is a genomic region, okay, where there is the DNA which is present in the bacteria. So it is here nucleus is called a nucleoid because it is devoid of any nuclear membrane. It is just a concentrated part in the cytoplasm. There is no nuclear membrane. Okay, that is why it is called uh, by nucleoid. Bacteria consist of single circular chromosome. So the chromosome in the bacteria is a single circular chromosome. Some DNA pieces are found in the cytoplasm as circular plasmids. So there are some uh, circular plasmids also. Okay, here they have shown that this is the main DNA. Okay, a circular DNA is present, and then here we say this is the plasmid. So there is some extra chromosomal portion also, which is called a plasmid. So you will be studying it in detail when you study transduction and all, conjugation and things like that. But now you just remember that apart from the main DNA, there are some extra chromosomal the pieces which are circular plasmids. Bacteria exhibits asexual reproduction via binary fission. So how does the bacteria reproduce? It reproduces by binary fission. That is, one cell will divide into two and then two will divide further. Like that, binary fission takes place. Okay, in case of bacteria. So we will just revise what we have learned till now, that prokaryotic cells are primitive type of nucleus. Okay, primitive type of nucleus which is not bounded by nuclear membrane as true nucleus. So eukaryotic cells have a true nucleus, but here in prokaryotic cells it is termed as a nucleoid, isn't it? The DNA is just in the concentrated in the center. It is not bounded by any nuclear membrane. Sorry. So that is why it is called a nucleoid. There are no membrane bound organelles. So like in eukaryotic cells you have mitochondria and Golgi bodies and all, which are membrane bound organelles, but here there are no organelles. But infolding of plasma membrane called mesosome take their function. So here the plasma membrane is just infolded little bit. You can see the infolding here, which is called mesosome, which has some respiratory function. Okay, so there is just the mesosome, which is the infolding of the plasma membrane, which performs respiratory function. The nuclear material lies diffused in central part of the cell. So here you can see the DNA, which is the genetic material. It only contains DNA, but it is not associated with proteins. We have learnt in eukaryotic cell that DNA is associated with histones, that is a packing material, isn't it? But in case of prokaryotic cell, only DNA is present. Prokaryotic cells are generally smaller than eukaryotic cell. We saw that how it is micrometers in size, 2 micrometers, okay, and smaller than that. The cells of bacteria, archaea was the initially the archaea also was considered as a type of bacteria. It was called archaeobacteria. Later on, it was classified into a separate group. Archaea forms they're present there in large numbers in oceans. Then blue-green algae is there. Mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is a type of bacteria which does not have a cell wall. Rickettsia is there. They are all included in this type, means in among the prokaryotic cells. Okay. Now we come to the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are unicellular or multicellular organisms which have membrane enclosed organelles such as nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, then a chloroplast. Chloroplasts are only present in plants. Okay. Multicellular eukaryotes contain specialized tissues. When there are a group of cells, they perform a specific function. So we call it as a tissue made up of different types of cell. Eukaryotic cell is larger in size, so it is 10 to 100 micrometer. Okay, it is larger. There we saw it up to 2 micrometer. Here it is 10 to 100 micrometer compared to prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, various cell types such as animal cells, plant cells, fungal cells can be identified. Okay, so we will be also learning the difference between animal cell and plant cell. Eukaryotic cytoskeleton. We think about the prokaryotic cytoskeleton, it only had the cytoplasm and the cell wall. But here in this cytoskeleton, it consists of some microfilaments and microtubules. So there are some microfilaments which are present, which give the shape and structure to the cell. Microtubules are present and intermediate filaments. It plays a vital role in cellular organization and its shape. Then plants and fungi possess a cell wall made up of cellulose, hemicellular, pectin and chitin. So plants cell is made up of cellulose and hemicellular, and fungi cell wall is made up of pectin and chitin. Okay, so we will be learning about the plant's cell wall also. Now we come to more features of the eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are composed of variety of membrane bound organelles. So what are the organelles which are present inside the eukaryotic cell? The nucleus is enclosed by two membrane called nuclear envelope. So there is a nuclear envelope here around the nucleus. It is a double walled membrane. Nuclear membrane forms the endoplasmic reticulum. From the nuclear membrane, there is an extension for endoplasmic reticulum. So which is involved in protein maturation and transportation. So they are transported, the proteins are transported through this passage, okay, which is endoplasmic reticulum. Then there are ribosomes which are large, ATS in size. So we learnt about ribosomes in prokaryotes which were of the 70S type, and they are bound to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so when endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes attached to it, we call it as rough endoplasmic reticulum. But then ribosomes can be free also in the cytoplasm, and ribosomes main function is protein synthesis. Then vesicles, we say small vesicles which are present inside the eukaryotic cell. So they are actually transporters of materials. Vesicles are present in for the transformation of various molecules within the cell, such as Golgi bodies, lysosomes and peroxisomes. So lysosomes also has vesicles. Lysosome is called the suicidal bag, so which attacks foreign particles that are coming. It has some digestive enzymes. Okay, and we have a Golgi complex, okay, which helps in the modification of certain materials which come, and then the materials are transported from vesicles. Okay, so Golgi body's main function is to package the material in vesicles and send it off. Okay, then mitochondria, we'll be studying in detail about all the organelles. Then mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, is also surrounded by a double layered membrane. And what is the main function of mitochondria? It is the conversion of sugars into energy, isn't it? Oxidative phosphorylation, that is called. So here ATPs are synthesized and energy is stored in the form of ATP. Plant cells contain chloroplast for the photosynthesis. Then specific organelle present in plant cell is chloroplast, which has main function in the production of food, isn't it? Photosynthesis. So this is about the eukaryotic cell. We'll be studying in detail about the eukaryotic cell organelles in the next class. Now we come to difference between prokaryote and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell don't possess nucleus and membrane bound organelles. They don't have nucleus and membrane bound organelles, while eukaryotic cell possess membrane bound organelles including the nucleus. Then about the size, you know, it is prokaryotes are small in size, 0.2 to 2 micrometer. Eukaryotic cell 10 to 100 micrometer in diameter. Nucleus, prokaryotic cell have no true nucleus. They don't. The nucleus is called nucleoid, isn't it? No nuclear membrane or nucleoli is present. Okay. So they are called nucleoids. And eukaryotic cell consists of a true nucleus with nuclear membrane and nucleoli. Then DNA, prokaryotic cell consists of single circular DNA molecule in the nucleoid. So it has a single circular DNA. They don't have histones or exons. So histones are not present here. Exons will come to it later on. Eukaryotic cells consist of multiple linear chromosomes in the nucleus. So you know that in the eukaryotic cell many chromosomes are present. They are in linear shape, isn't it? They contain histones and exons. Membrane bound organelles are present in eukaryotic cell, but prokaryotic cells do not have membrane bound organelles. So which are the membrane bound organelles in eukaryotic cell? Mitochondria, chloroplast, vesicles, endoplasmic. So we were talking about the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Now you have seen that in bacterial cell a flagella is present. The flagella are made up of two proteins. Okay, but in eukaryotic cell, some cells without cell wall, they contain flagella. So it is not an essential component of eukaryotic cell. Only some cells which have flagella. Then glycocalyx, prokaryotic cell, we saw that some bacteria have some capsules. Okay, they are enclosed in slimy capsules. But in eukaryotic cell, some eukaryotic cell which do not have cell walls, they have a glycocalyx. Okay, so it is not also an essential part. Then cell wall, prokaryotic cell are mostly made up of peptidoglycans. So prokaryotic cell have cell wall which are made up of peptidoglycans. But eukaryotic cells, in eukaryotic cells we know that plant cells have cell wall which are made up of cellulose, and fungal cells also, they have cell walls which are made up of chitin and pectin. Then plasma membrane, prokaryotic cell, carbohydrates and sterols are found in the plasma membrane. Okay, so they have a plasma membrane. But in eukaryotic cell, carbohydrates and sterols serves as receptor on the plasma membrane. So you will be studying the structure of a plasma membrane. Okay, it is made up of a bilipid layer. So we will be learning about that. So here there are some carbohydrates and sterols which are present on the membrane of the on the plasma membrane. They act as receptors. Okay. Then cytoplasm, prokaryotic cell are having a primitive cytoskeleton. So we have learnt about this. But in eukaryotic cells they have a complex cytoskeleton. Okay. So prokaryotic cells, we were talking about primitive cytoskeleton. Eukaryotic cells, they have a complex cytoskeleton which is made up of microtubules, microfilaments, that all you have studied. Okay. Next, difference between prokaryote and eukaryotic cells. Again, we are continuing with that. Ribosomes. Prokaryotic cells have 70S type ribosome. Eukaryotic cells, they are larger in size. Okay, which is 80S type. Then cell division. Prokaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell division occurs through binary fission. Eukaryotic cell, the cell division takes place through mitosis. Then sexual reproduction. No sexual reproduction. Horizontal gene transfer and recombination can be observed. So there is no sexual reproduction in prokaryotic cell, but in eukaryotic cell it takes place through meiosis. Then examples, prokaryotic cells are bacteria and archaea are example. Eukaryotic cell, we have protista. Okay, then fungi, plants and animals cells are the examples of eukaryotic cell.